What's up guys, it's your boy Roger here, aka the Moon CEO. A lot of people have been asking me how I'm able to afford this car, how much it costs, and what my monthly payment is. Today, I'm going to keep going over with you the exact financing details of this vehicle. So if you're interested in Audi R8s, or if you see one driving down the road and you're wondering how much that person paid for it, or if you're interested in purchasing one yourself and you're wondering how much the monthly payment is, this is the video to watch. Let's get right into it. I'm going to be very straightforward with you guys. For this car, I'm paying a monthly payment of under $900 a month. To be exact, $870 a month. There it is, how much it takes to afford an Audi R8. Of course, there's many different details that go into that $900 per month payment. There's certain factors like how much the total price of the car was, how much I put down, the interest rates, and the period of the loan. If you want to hear the full details of how I got to $900 a month payment, make sure to keep watching the video. In my opinion, these factors are very important, so make sure you stay tuned. If you haven't already, a quick reminder to smash the like button for the YouTube algo. Let's get into the details. First of all, the price of the car. This is a 2014 R8 V8 Spyder. It has about 20,000 miles on it. A good example of a car like this is around 80,000 US dollars. However, you can see a car like this on the road and it could be a 2008 model. That's the very first year the Audi R8 went into production. Those usually come with a lot of mileage, at least 50,000 miles from what I see on Car Gurus, and those you can fetch for about 50,000. That's around the same price as a brand new Mercedes C-Class, a brand new Audi A4, or a BMW 3 Series. So it's quite an affordable price for a supercar. When you see someone driving this on the road, they're probably not a millionaire or really rich. They just found a heck of a great deal on a car. The first gen Audi R8 went out of production in 2015. That was this very last year. You could probably find those ones with the V10 engine for about 100 grand. So in terms of the first gen Audi R8, if you see one on the road, the average cost is around $80,000. Brand new, this car had an MSRP of $155,000. I picked it up with a base price of $85,000, with the taxes of $6,600, prepaid maintenance of $1,200, some additional warranty for $2,000, and registration fees of $1,000. The grand total comes to $96,000. I just did that math in my head because I'm Asian. When you see people driving down the road with luxury supercars like the R8, a Lamborghini, or a Ferrari, most of the time you would think that they're really rich and they paid cash for the car. I'm here to tell you that that's usually not the case. For a car like this, it's a depreciating asset. So putting all your money in something that's losing money is not a very smart idea. What the rich people do, and the smart way to do it, is to finance your vehicle. This way, you can save that extra cash to invest in things such as real estate, you can invest in stocks, and also start your own business. Now, some cars could appreciate, like you see those old collectible cars, they're worth hundreds of thousands of dollars now, but that's usually not the case. For the Audi R8, it might actually increase in value because they're stopping production in 2023, so this, in the future, will become a rare and collectible car. But for most cars, they drop like a rock in terms of value. So you do not want to be putting all your cash in a depreciating asset. Instead, you want to finance the vehicle, which is exactly what I did. Again, $96,000 was the price of this car. Another important factor for determining your monthly payments is the amount that you put down. The more that you put down, the less your monthly payment will be. For this car, I put about 45% down, which equals $42,000. And I finance the $54K. There's also the interest rate of your finance. That really depends on your personal credit score. For me, I have a very high credit score of over 800, so I was able to get a rock bottom interest rate of 3%. The higher your credit score, the better rates that you will get. This is why it's so important to build up a good credit history so that you're able to borrow money on the cheap. The last factor in determining your monthly payment is going to be length of the loan. The longer the length of the loan, in general, the less the monthly payments will be. but the more interest you'll pay over that span of time. For me, since I got a 3% interest rate, which is very low, I decided to stretch out my loan to 5 years, because it doesn't really matter if I'm paying more interest, since the amount of interest I'm paying is only 3%. In general, it makes sense to stretch out the length of your loan if the interest rate you got is low, and shorten the period of your loan if your interest rate is high. And that way it can save you a ton of money. So there you have it, the full details of financing my Audi R8. I talked a lot about financing in this video, so I just want to make it clear. You only want to finance a depreciating asset like this if you can truly afford the car. Just because you're able to make the monthly payment doesn't mean you can afford it. Make sure that you've built up enough appreciating assets before you buy a depreciating asset such as a luxury supercar. So that's it for the lesson today. If you see an R8 out there on the road, don't automatically think that the person driving it is a millionaire and paid cash. It's a rather affordable vehicle. The 2008 model goes for about $50,000. And don't think people are buying this in cash either. Most of the time they're financing it, which is the smart way to buy a depreciating asset if you can afford it, because you're able to use that extra cash and put it towards appreciating assets such as real estate, stocks, or starting a business. Remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video.
You must have enjoyed it if you watched this far.
If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be dropping many more knowledge bombs, such as how I'm able to afford a car like this in my mid-20s, how to invest in real estate, and how to get a perfect credit score. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any questions or any topic suggestions. As always, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you guys back in the next one.